Praise the Lord. Hi everybody. Welcome you all to this next session on integration. Dear students, in all the previous sessions we have been dealing with different methods of finding the integrals of the given functions. So all the exercises which have been done in the previous sessions are indefinite integrals where the limits of the functions were not prescribed. But today we are going to deal with the same process of integration but within the limits, whatever the prescribed limits is, usually we consider it as a to b. So the process of finding the integral within the limits is called definite integrals. Okay, so the procedure of definite integrals goes like this. Now look at the procedure, dear students. Now let me assume an integral from a to b f of x dx. So we all know this is an example of a definite integral. The reason why I call it as a definite integral is the limits, the lower limit and the upper limit of the function under which it has to be integrated is prescribed. Now remember, the limit which is prescribed in this part is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So we would consider the process as a regular process of integration, and only thing is you will have one extra step of applying the limits here. Okay, now look here, if you integrate a function f of x dx, now let me assume you will get another function f of x. Now I have to consider it is within the limits a to b. Okay, now what is the process of this? This is nothing but just substitute the upper limit for the value of x first, okay, then minus the lower limit which is nothing but a, just that's it. So this is the process of definite integrals. Only thing is, whatever the process of integration which you have learned till now, this will continue. One extra step would be applying the limits. Okay, now before I start up with the problems section for this, let us just have a rewind of what the formulas of integration, then we can directly go on to the problems. Okay, right. So I hope you all know these formulas of integrals already. Only thing is just a recap of the formulas. Now integral of x power n would be x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Now for all the indefinite integrals I was supposed to use plus c, but remember for definite integrals I am not going to consider plus c, because when I apply the limits the constant part is taken care of. Now remember, this is for n not equal to minus 1. Now in the same way, integral of 1 by x power n dx is minus 1 divided by n minus 1 into x power n minus 1. Now integral of 1 by root x dx is considered as a standard integral, which is nothing but 2 root x plus c. Similarly, integral of 1 by x square would be minus 1 by x. Now we all know integral of a constant is constant into x. Okay, right. For example, integral of 5 dx is 5x. Now I am not telling you speaking about constant, because in this session we are dealing with definite integrals. Okay, now integral of e power x is e power x itself. In case if you have e power ax plus b, only thing is it is e power ax plus b divided by a constant which is multiplied to x, that is a. Okay, similarly integral of a power x is a power x divided by log a, right. Next, integral of 1 by x dx, this is a very important one. Integral of 1 by x dx or integral of dx by x is nothing but log of mod x plus c. Sometimes if you substitute, you get this integral of the form dt by t. Integral of dt by t is log of mod t plus c. Okay, now next, going on to the integral of trigonometric functions. Integral of sin x is minus cos x. In case if you have sin ax, it will be minus cos of ax by a. Only thing is constant would be divided. Integral of cos is sin. Similarly, integral of secant square, because we don't have a standard integral for integral of secant, rather we have a different formula there. Okay, integral of secant square would be tan x, and integral of cosecant square would be minus cot x. Okay, in case if you have integral of secant square ax, only thing is it would be tan ax divided by a. Okay, now divide that. So integral of cosecant square ax would be minus cot of ax divided by a and for definite integrals we are not going to consider plus c. Okay, so moving on to the next formulas, we have integral of cosecant x into cot x, which is nothing but minus cosecant x, and integral of secant into tan is nothing but secant x. Now going on to the integral of integrals of the form 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. There are two options for this. If you consider sine inverse x, then it would be plus. If you consider cos inverse x, it would be minus. Similarly, integral of dx divided by 1 plus x square would be tan inverse x or negative of cot inverse x, right? Similarly, moving on to the next integral, integral of 1 divided by x into root of x square minus 1 would be either secant inverse x or minus of cosecant inverse x. Okay, so moving on to the special formulas, we all know integral of tan is log of mod secant, or you can sometimes consider it as minus of log of cos x. We have already seen the proof for this problems, right? Now integral of cot is log of mod sin x. Integral of secant is, remember, it is log of mod secant x plus tan x. Similarly, integral of cosecant x is log of mod cosecant x minus cot x it is, okay, minus cot x. And next, moving on to the one more thing is, you don't have as a standard formula for log x, rather this is got by integration by parts. So integral of log x is x log x minus x, okay. So I hope you are thorough with the basic formulas of integration. Now we'll go on directly to the basic problems on definite integrals. Okay, let's not waste time. Moving on to the first question. Let us start with a very simple example. Now let us consider this I is equal to integral from 0 to 2 e power x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but, first integrate it. Integral of e power x is, we all know it is e power x within the limits 0 to 2. Okay, now apply the limits. Remember, first always apply the upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay, so the upper limit, only thing is substitute the upper limit in place of x. Similarly, substitute lower limit in place of x. So the upper limit would be 2, so it is e square minus e power 0. Okay, so this is nothing but e square is kept as it is, minus, we know e power 0 is equal to 1, and that would be the value of this integral. Okay, these are very basic integrals which can be just asked for 1 markers. Okay, these type of questions which you get in a single step, they can be asked in 1 mark. Moving on to the next integral, I have integral from 0 to 2 x square plus 1 dx. So first to start with the process of integral. Now integral of x square, we know it is x cube by 3 plus integral of 1 is nothing but x within the limit 0 to 2. Okay, please be very careful how you are going to substitute the limits. This is nothing but 1 by 3 is a constant, nothing to do with. Now substitute for x. So this is nothing but 2 cube minus 0 cube. Okay, plus upper limit is 2 minus lower limit is 0. Okay, there are two methods of applying the limit. I prescribe this method is easier than the other method, where you first apply upper limit for all the functions minus lower limit separately. But I prefer applying the upper limit minus lower limit for each function then and there. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 3 into, now 2 cube is what? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Now 8 minus 0 cube would be 0 itself. Okay, plus 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay, so this is nothing but 8 divided by 3 plus 2. Okay, so if you take the LCM, it would be, denominator would be 3, and this 8 comes as it is, plus 3 2s would be 6. So answer for this would be 8 plus 6 is 14 divided by 3. Okay, is it clear? Right. Now look at the next integral. I have integral from a to b x dx. So we all know integral of x is x square by 2 within the limits a to b. Okay, so this is nothing but half is a constant which can be kept outside. The upper limit for the function is b square minus lower limit is a square. Okay, so this is the solution for this integral. These are very basic ones. Before going on to the difficult problems, This would help us to know the basic concept of definite integrals. The next integral we have is integral from 0 to 5 x plus 1 dx. Okay, so let us integrate. Integral of x would be x square divided by 2 plus integral of 1 would be x. Okay, so this is integrated within the limit 0 to 5. Okay, please be very careful. This is nothing but 1 by 2 is a constant. Let me keep outside. So this would be 5 square minus 0 square. Okay, plus upper limit is 5 minus lower limit is 0. Is it clear? So see what happens. This is nothing but, now we all know 5 square is 25. 25 minus 0 square is 0. So this would be 25 divided by 2. Okay, plus 5 minus 0 would be 5. Okay, right. So if you take the LCM would be 2 for both the terms, and this 25 is kept as it is, plus this 2 would be multiplied to 5, that is nothing but 10. Okay, so the final answer would be 25 plus 10, that is nothing but 35 by 2. Okay, very simple, isn't it? Right, we'll move on to the next question. So the next integral is integral from 2 to 3 x square dx. Okay, so what is the integral of x square? We all know integral of x square is x cube divided by 3. Okay, so this is integrated within the limits 2 to 3. Okay, so let us apply the limits. This is nothing but 1 by the 3 is a constant. Let me keep it outside. Apply the upper limit here. So upper limit for x is 3. So it is 3 cube minus lower limit is 2. It is 2 cube. Okay, see what happens. This is nothing but 1 by 3 into, now what is the value of 3 cube? Now we know 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 3 cube is 27 minus 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 2 cube would be 8, right? So this is nothing but, so if you subtract 27 from 8, you will get 19. So final answer for the integral would be 19 divided by 3. Okay, shall we move on to the next question? The next integral is integral from minus 1 to 1 e power x dx. Okay, so we all know integral of e power x is e power of x itself. So this is integrated within the limits minus 1 to 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, let me apply the limit first. So if you apply the upper limit, it would be e power 1 minus, if you apply the lower limit, it would be e power minus 1. So this is nothing but, actually e power 1 is nothing but e, and e power minus 1 is nothing but the reciprocal of e, that is 1 by e. You can keep it as it is, or else if you take the LCM, so you will get e square minus 1 divided by e. Okay, so this would be the answer for the given definite integral, right? Right, the integral we have is integral from 0 to 4 x plus e power 2x dx, right? So this is nothing but, what is integral of x? We know integral of x square is x square divided by 2 plus, now what is integral of e power ax? We know e power ax integral is e power ax divided by a. Okay, so this is integrated within the limit 0 to 4. Okay, now let us apply the limit. This is nothing but 1 by 2 is a constant. If you want, you can keep it, because 1 by 2 is common for both the terms. I will keep it outside. So for the first function, I will apply the upper limit, that is 4 square, and the lower limit, that is 0 square. Okay, plus, now it is e power 2 times 4, so that is e power 8 minus e power 2 times 0 would be 0 itself. 2 into 0 is 0, right? So this is nothing but 1 by 2 into integral of, now what is 4 square? 4 square is 16 and 0 square is 0 itself. Okay, plus e power 8 is kept as it is, and we all know e power 0 is nothing but 1. Okay, all right, let me use this way. So this is nothing but, now 16 minus 1 would be, it is 15 plus e power 8 divided by 2 would be the final answer for the above given integral. The next integral we have is integral of x square minus x, which is integrated with between the limits minus 1 to 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, we all know integral of x square is x cube divided by 3 minus, what is integral of x? We know integral of x is x square divided by 2. This is integrated within the limits minus 1 to plus 1, right? So this is nothing but 1 by 3 is a constant. Let me keep it as it is. So upper limit is 1 cube minus lower limit is minus 1 cube. Okay, minus 1 by 2 is a constant. Now let me apply the limit here. So upper limit is 1 square minus lower limit is minus 1 square. Okay, see what happens. This is nothing but 1 by 3 into 1 cube is nothing but 1 minus, we all know minus 1 cube is nothing but minus 1 itself. Okay, minus 1 by 2 into 1 square is 1 minus 1 square is, remember, because this power is even, minus will become plus, right? So this becomes 1 by 3 into 1 minus of minus is 1 plus 1 minus half into 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 would be 2. So the final answer would be 2 divided by 3, right? So the next integral is almost the same question, only thing is limits is different. There the limit was minus 1 to 1, here the limit is 1 to 4. So integral of x square is x cube divided by 3 minus integral of x is x square divided by 2. This is integrated within the limits 1 to 4. Okay, let me apply the limits. So 1 by 3 is a constant. Now you can take directly 4 cube minus 1 cube. So upper limit minus lower limit minus 1 by 2 into, it is 4 square minus 1 square, right? So this is nothing but 1 by 3 into, you can do it right directly. Now what is 4 cube? 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. So 64 minus 1 cube would be 63. Okay, minus, now it is half into, now we know 4 square is what? 4 square is 16 and 16 minus 1. So 16 minus 1 would be 15. Okay, so this would be actually 63 by 3. Okay, 63 by 3 is, if you can cancel here, 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are, so it is 21 minus 15 by 2, isn't it? So if you take the LCM, so 2 will be remaining, cross multiply 2, you will get 42 minus 15. So the final answer would be 42 minus 15 is 27 divided by 2 would be the final answer for this integral. Well, the next integral we have is integral of x square within the limits 2 to 3. So this is nothing but, what is integral of x square? We know integral of x square is x cube divided by 3 within the limits 2 to 3. Okay, so if you apply the limits, 1 by 3 is a constant, keep it as it is. So it should be 3 cube minus 2 cube, right? So this is nothing but 1 by 3 into, what is 3 cube? We know 3 cube would be 27 minus 2 cube would be 8. Okay, so the final answer would be 27 minus 8 would be 19 divided by 3. Okay, so this would be the final answer, right? Dear students, most of these would give you the idea of what the process of definite integral is. Now we are going to solve the questions from the exercise 7.9 in your second PUC textbook, right? So the first integral we have is integral from minus 1 to 1 x plus 1 dx, right? Now what is integral of x? We know integral of x square divided by 2 plus integral of 1 would be x. This is integrated within the limits minus 1 to 1. Okay, so let us apply the limits here. Now 1 by 2 is a constant. Let me apply both the upper and lower limit first. So it is 1 square minus, remember it is minus 1 square, upper limit minus lower limit square, right, plus, now here the upper limit is 1 minus the lower limit is minus 1. Okay, see what happens, this is nothing but 1 by 2, into what is 1 square? 1 square would be 1 minus, remember, minus 1 square would be plus 1 itself, right? Plus, now 1 is nothing but 1, minus of minus becomes plus 1, okay? So this becomes, this is half into 1 minus 1 is 0, plus 1 is 2. So the final answer for this integral would be 2, okay? The second question is integration between 2 to 3, 1 by x dx. We know this is a standard integral. Integral of 1 by x dx is nothing but log of mod x within the limits 2 to 3. Okay. So if you apply the limits, you will get log of mod 3 minus log of mod 2. Okay. So now using the properties of logarithms, log m minus log n can be written as log of m by n, that is nothing but log of 3 by 2. Okay. That would be the final answer. So shall we move to the next question? The third integral is integration between 0 to pi by 4 sin 2x dx. Okay. This is nothing but, now we all know integral of sine is nothing but minus cos. So integral of sin 2x is minus cos 2x divided by 2 within the limits 0 to pi by 4. Okay. Let us apply the limit. So let me keep this minus 1 by 2 which is constant outside. So if you apply the limits, you will get cos of 2 times pi by 4 would be pi by 2. Remember, 2 into pi by 4 would be 2 ones are 2 twos are minus cos 2 times of 0 would be 0 itself. Okay. So this is nothing but minus half into what is cos 90? We all know cos 90 is 0 minus cos 0 would be 1. Okay. So 0 minus 1 would be minus 1. I have a minus 1 by 2 outside. So minus of minus would be, it is plus 1 by 2 is the solution for this answer, or else you can simply write the answer as 1 by 2. Okay. Very simple questions these are. You don't have much to do here. These are regular integration problems. Only thing is applying the limits is the extra step. So the next integral we have is integral between 0 to pi by 2 cos 2x dx. Okay. We all know integral of cos would be plus sign. So it is sin 2x divided by 2. This is integrated within the limits 0 to pi by 2. Okay. So this is nothing but half is a constant. Let me keep it outside. So if you apply the limits, you will get sine of 2 times 90. So 2 times 90 would be sin pi minus sine of 2 times 0 would be 0. Is it clear? So this would be nothing but half into, now what is sin pi? I think you have the clear idea. The value of sin pi is 0 minus, what is sin 0? Sin 0 is also 0. So the final answer for this integral would be only 0. Okay. Very simple result. Right. Shall we move on to the next question? Consider the next question. We have integral from 1 to 2 4x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 9. Okay. Let's start the integration now. Now we know 4 is a constant. Let's keep outside. Integral of x cube would be x power 4 divided by 4. Okay. Minus again 5 is a constant. Integral of x square would be x cube divided by 3 plus 6 is a constant. Integral of x is x square divided by 2 plus 9 is a constant, and integral of 9 is nothing but 9x. This is integrated within the limits 1 to 2. Okay. Now let us simplify before applying the limits. This is nothing but 4 and 4 gets cancels. So you have x power 4, okay, minus 5 by 3 into x cube. Now 6 ones are, this is 6 threes are. So that is nothing but 3 times x square plus 9 times x. This is integrated within the limits 1 to 2. So this is nothing but, let me apply the limits. So if you apply the upper limit it would be 2 power 4 minus lower limit it would be 1 power 4, right, minus 5 by 3 into, similarly this would be 2 cube minus 1 cube. So upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. Similarly plus 3 is a constant. This is 2 square minus 1 square. Okay, finally plus 9 is a constant. Upper limit is 2 minus lower limit is 1, and we are going to simplify this. So this is nothing but, now what is 2 power 4? We know 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are is, so this is 16 minus 1 power 4 is 1 itself, right? Minus 5 by 3 into 2 power 3, that is 2 cube would be 8 minus 1 cube is 1, right? Plus 3 into, we all know 2 square is 4 minus 1 square is 1, plus 9 into 2 minus 1 is simply 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, you can simplify this, 16 minus 1 would be 15 minus, you can look here, this is 5 by 3 into 8 minus 1 would be 7, right? Plus, now look here, what is 4 minus 1? 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 3s would be 9, plus 9 1s is 9. So this is nothing but, now look here, 9 plus 9 is 18, and 18 plus 15 would be 33. Okay, so 33 minus, so this would be 7 5s are 35 divided by 3. Is it clear? So if you take the LCM, this would be, LCM would be 3, and if you cross multiply, you will get 33 3s is 99 minus 35. So simplification, if you subtract this, you will get 64 divided by 3 would be the final answer for the given integral. If they ask you, this question can be asked for 2 marks, not less than that. Okay, shall we move on to the next question? The next integral is integral of e power x within the limits 4 to 5. Okay, so integral of e power x is standard result. Integral would be e power of x itself within the limits 4 to 5. So this is nothing but, if you apply the limit, it would be e power 5 minus lower limit would be e power 4. Okay, is it clear? Or else if you want it, you can also rewrite this as e power 4. If you take common, you will get e minus 1. Okay, so that would be the final answer for this question. Okay, so the next integral would be integral of tan within the limits 0 to pi by 4. Okay, now what is integral of tan, integration of tan dx? Any idea? I think I just gave you a few minutes ago what is integral of tan. We all know integral of tan x or tan x dx is either it is log of secant or minus log of cos. So I am going to use this as any one of that. So I will use log of mod secant x within the limits 0 to pi by 4. Okay, so this would be nothing but log of mod secant pi by 4 minus log of mod, this would be secant 0. Okay, so this is nothing but log of mod, what is secant pi by 4? Yeah, any idea? Now think about cos for, this is secant 45. So secant 45 is reciprocal of cos 45. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So secant 45 is root 2. Okay, minus log of, now secant 0, what is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. So secant 0 will also be 1. Now if you use the laws of logarithms, log m minus log n would be log of m by n, or else we all know log 1 is 0. So the final answer for this result would be log root 2, or else sometimes you can also write it as half log of mod 2, because root 2 is nothing but 2 power half, and that half can be multiplied. Is it clear? And also remember, because log 1 is nothing but 0. Is it clear? Right. Moving on to the next question, we have integral of dx divided by 1 plus x square within the limits 0 to 1. Okay, so what is the integral of, I think it is a standard integral, I hope you all know it. Integral of 1 divided by 1 plus x square is, you can write it as simply tan inverse of x within the limit 0 to 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, you can write it as tan inverse of 1 upper limit minus tan inverse of 0. Okay, so we all know tan inverse of, tan what value is 1? We all know this is tan pi by 4. So this would be tan inverse of tan pi by 4 minus tan inverse of tan 0 is 0, isn't it? Okay, so this term would be completely 0. So tan and tan would be cancelling. So the answer for this result would be pi by 4. So we all know this tan inverse of tan would be purely 0. Okay, so the final answer for this integral would be pi by 4. This question was asked in one of the year in main examination for 2 marks. Okay, so please be careful with this integral. Okay, shall we move on to the next one? Moving on to the next integral, we have 0 to 1 dx divided by root of 1 minus x square. Again, this is the standard integral. I hope you remember this. 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square can be written as sine inverse x. So integral of this is a standard integral sine inverse x within the limits 0 to 1. Okay, so if you apply the limits, you will get sine inverse of 1 minus sine inverse of 0. Okay, so we all know that sine inverse of sine 90 is 1, isn't it? Sine pi by 2 is 1 minus sine inverse of sine 0 is 0. Okay, we all know this would be completely 0. Okay, only thing is here you are left over with sine inverse of sine pi by 2. So the final answer would be pi by 2. Okay, shall we move on to the next question? Dear students, there are few more questions which on definite integrals which are to be solved on this exercise, and we are going to deal it in the next session. So we are going to wind up this session. So practice this question clearly and get ready for the remaining questions on definite integrals in the next session. Okay, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್ನ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ 7.9 ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭವಾದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಓಕೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, we'll meet again in the next session with the same concept. Okay, until then, take care and bye.